Alrighty, good evening, everybody. How are we doing tonight? It's great to see you all here. So I like to mix it up on my stream, so I'm gonna be doing something just a little bit different tonight. I thought I might. Whoa. The music energy changed very quickly. So tonight I think I'm gonna be playing some Ace Attorney. So Phoenix, right? Ace Attorney. For those of you maybe a little unfamiliar with the franchise, it's like. Here, let me turn that volume down. I want to make sure the audio levels are good. There we go. There we go. Music audio. That should be better. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, so for those of you who might be a little less familiar with the franchise, essentially, well, I guess I shouldn't say I'm very familiar with it. I'm going in, this is a blind playthrough. So I'm going in completely blind. This is a first playthrough. I've never played these games before, but I'm excited to see how it goes. Essentially, it's sort of like a courtroom murder mystery thing. At least that's my understanding of it. Anyways, enough of me babbling on and on. Let's get the game up and running. Something that will be a little different tonight. Here, let me pause the music. Wow, that's some high energy stuff. Maybe I need to get rid of that one on my playlist. So, I have set just because it's a mystery, I don't want trolls just popping into my stream and, spoiling things for me. So, okay, here we go. So what I have done is I've set a followers only 10-minute limit. So where if you wish to comment in the chat, you've got to follow my channel and been a follower for at least 10 minutes. So essentially, there we go. Oh, and that's perfect. Awesome. Yeah, so you gotta be a follower for at least 10 minutes, and before you can chat anything, this should hopefully reduce, any potential spoilers. Anything else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, I guess just one more thing is if you enjoy the content, please be sure to give the channel a follow. Give the channel a follow. If you want to keep up with the channel, you can follow me on Twitter. Anything else? Oh yeah, if you're on Twitter Too Toxic, you can follow me on mine. So it's a bit of an alternative social media. And with that, let's press enter. And let's begin this mystery. Oh, and I do please ask, okay, wait. Oh shoot, I clicked off the window. There we go. Saving content? Awesome. Cool, this is exciting. Awesome. I guess, yeah, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, just for those of you watching. So if you've played through these games, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. Okay, so this is the first one, is Ace Attorney. So I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but, yeah, so if you know something, if you've played the game before and you know how it works, please just refrain from, give it away like a puzzle or a mystery or anything. But yeah, if you've never played the game before and you have a suggestion, I'm more okay with that. But I just want to kind of be able to try to solve the puzzles myself. Alright, episode 1, the first turnabout. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Alright, Phoenix. Oh, wow. Oh, she dead. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone that's pinned this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, this is exciting already. I like it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your clients as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What is up with you? Butts? Oh my goodness. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Okay. Alright. It's a little okay. No, I gotta compose myself. It might be a little immature humor, but in the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I guess you could say we're gonna save his butts. Oh, I make me laugh. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. What should Payne's voice be? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Oh, okay, that's easy. So that's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Oh, wait, no, this is Phoenix. I, just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press... Okay, or right bumper to check at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Well, she's... So, I'm guessing Cindy's? Cinder Block. That's funny. I'm guessing Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Oh, I think the voices are morphing. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Okay, if I'm gonna do voices, I think I need to take a quick time out. I'm just gonna grab a glass of water. It's gonna be 30 seconds, grab the water, be back. Alright, just hang tight. Yeah, I might just have to stop doing some of those voices. Wow, my throat is killing me. Whew. Alright, but I got water, so I'll be good. I'm gonna try to keep doing them for now. Alright. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Says thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Oh shoot, what was the voice? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use right bumper to check the court record frequently. Mr. Prey... Oh, okay. So I can take a look at this. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Like, Romeo, they're all dead, right? Like, Romeo and Juliet, they killed themselves. Cleopatra killed herself with a snake. Mark Anthony, didn't he die when Caesar invaded Egypt, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it goes. Didn't they all die? Yeah, Phoenix is with me on this one, yes. I wasn't dumped. She just... Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta collect myself. I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she'd completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Oh, goodness. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on January, February, March, April, May, June, July 30th, the day before the murder. Passport added to court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears... oh gosh. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly or, no, different guy. Dang, I have to switch back. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry kinda has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wins. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Oh no. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear. Okay, I've gotta change these voices. This is killing my throat. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. Oh, Phoenix. I really like his reactions. These are funny. What do I do? You know what? I'm gonna go for the honesty is the best policy thing. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth, okay. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Well, this isn't great. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit. Mr. Frank Sawit? Oh, you know Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank saw it happen to the stand. Oh, this guy's the murderer. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, I need a voice. Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Okay. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. He looks very obnoxious. I don't like the way he's wiggling. Something too saccharine about that smile. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay, so noon to 6 p.m. So that rules out. So he definitely was there because he was there at 1 p.m. So noon to 6 p.m. So yes, he had to be there. Or well, that part he's not lying at least about that. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with right bumper and then point out contradictions. Okay. Wait a second. Here we go. This is where it is. So 1 p.m. was when he said he was there. And they're saying the time of death was between 4 and 5 p.m. Awesome. So this has gotta be. Okay, what do I can't select it. Okay. Cross-examination. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Alright, present this. Or wait, why to present? You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sarwit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay. Time of discovery. Here we go. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There is a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Wait, it was coming from the television, but there was a power outage. Court record. Oh, wait, okay. Oh, I can't present stuff right now. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Alright, I think I do got this one. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, so I can go backwards. That's really good. So present. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sarwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sarwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright. Hearing the time again. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Wait, but the murder weapon... You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Right, hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Okay, present. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are? Just answer that question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. Hello, this is your wife, 12. It's good to see ya. Hope you're enjoying the stream. There's a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. I can? You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness like care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Gah! What? Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply, try sounding the clock. I mean, that's the logical thing, right? Let's sound the clock here. Now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal, a criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Wait, did I fail? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. I mean Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Okay. My thought. Okay, so she came from Paris, right? Now, is the Thinker in the Louvre? Right? That's the big fancy art museum in Paris, right? That's my thought, is that it's in the Louvre, and she got a memento, this clock, like a souvenir. Brought it back, and then, but it was set to France time, and so that's why it was slow. That's my hunch. That's why I'm thinking. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see if you can pull this one off. Alright. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day here. There. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my gosh, did I kill him? What just happened? Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Yeah, it looked very shut and dry, but that was just like one little detail, and that solved the murder. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yeah! And with that, this court is adjourned. Thank goodness I was a bit... Oh my gosh, I hope I don't lose my voice doing that judge voice. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh my goodness, whoa. Yeah, I murdered her. Alright, August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Awesome. I'm actually going to just here. I've been going 45 minutes. I just need a water break for my voice. It should only take like a minute or two. But just so you guys aren't bored, I am going to just put myself on break for a second. Let me get to my break room. So for those of you all maybe new to the channel, I have a very special room that I drop you all off in for breaks. This is the beautiful Starview Lounge. I'm going to play some relaxing jazz for you all, and I'm going to be back in just 1 second. So let me get some jazz going. Awesome. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh. Yeah, thank you guys for being patient. I am back. This is some good music. Alright, I'm gonna pause this though. Alright. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and let's get back to the game. Awesome. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, we saved you, Mr. Butts. Come on, dude. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. What the heck, Butts? Good, wait. No, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Look at this. Okay, I need to take a deep breath, breathe out, and become more mature. Okay. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so not into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Sob. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Did he just become Jar Jar Binks? Excuse me? That was absolutely awful Jar Jar impression. It's okay. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. Skay. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Oh my goodness. What is she talking about? The statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed the clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. I guess that is a good point. You know, airlines would charge by the... Like, if you exceed a weight limit, you know, airlines will charge you extra for luggage. She probably did, maybe. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize that things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Why did they choose that as his last name? I feel so immature laughing at this. That's okay. Let's toast to those innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, she can't get his name right. You were saying part of why he became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, at least part. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Oh, wow, she's being very forward. Look at those, like... She's giving very romantic eyes. Okay, she's gotta be into Phoenix. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no, is Chief gonna get murdered with the clock again? The end? Brand new episode's been added. Cool. Okay. Chapter 2, The Turnabout Sisters. Save your progress? Yes, let's save it. Turnabout Sisters. Wait, I guess I don't... They have the sound effect there. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia? What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. Hold evidence? So is she gonna just be, like, holding on to it? There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, The Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. I'm sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Ooh, this Maya girl has taste. Ooh, I like burgers too. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Ooh, is that gonna be like Whataburger? I think this takes place in California. Maybe they're more of an In-N-Out burger kind of people. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yup, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. So this takes place, like, so this came out 2001, so this is early 2000s. Faye and because that explains why someone has a home phone. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho, my dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Ugh. Is this red, white, blue? Oh no, please tell me Mia didn't die. Faye and Company Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. Huh? What's that smell? Blood? Mia, maybe she's in her office. Examine or move? So can I examine things? Okay, so I want to go back then. Let's do the move. Let's move into the office. Let's smell blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. Chief. Chief. Chief! Oh no, okay. This is really sad. Who are you? That strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, till finally she was cold. Wait, did you call the police? Chief! Okay, examine. Okay, so I can slide across the office. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying just next to her, must have been the murder weapon. Thinker added to the court record. Murder weapon looked like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards, the broken remains of a glass light stand broken beyond all recognition. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper? It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? The word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Let me slide over here. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a particular policy about office decor. Spend big on the stuff clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Right, I'd better call the police. Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! Well, what was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. So it's missing a few screws. Better not use it. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Wait, did I examine the thinker yet? It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Ironic, it's also just kind of sad. What's this? Chief's chair, simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit into. Nothing more on this side. Alright, so I think I move. Let's head out. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, bud. Who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya. Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside of the courtroom. Alright, present. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. So she couldn't have been killed instantly. That's my name. Well, why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Oh, now I've done it. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Ugh. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, oh shoot, I need a good voice for this guy. I'm Detective Gumshoe. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, gay. Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek. The word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With a dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? I think Phoenix is gonna have to be down at the precinct, too. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm gonna go... I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. Hint, 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 foreshadowing. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. My goodness. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Maya, or Mia, I know. Alright, let's talk. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. What's an acolyte? Acolytes? Like people in religious training? Is that what you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. I would probably agree with Phoenix on that one. Okay. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Sure, let's... So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo, awesome. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the Thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. Yikes. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been sensitive to the spirit world. Fae, F-E-Y. That's like in Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, they refer to fairies and stuff. They're the Fae, like magical beings, or the Fae. I guess it could also be like Morgan Le Fay in like King Arthur tales. Wait a second, you said the Fay family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Okay, this is getting a little weird. Well, you can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you still think I could go ask him to represent me? Yeah. Sure. Why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Huh? Say, what about your parents? Oh, they're dead, I'm guessing. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow, 10 a.m. or 10 o'clock. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Alright, let's go to Grossberg Law Offices. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. So this is, according to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Okay. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Let's examine around. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Bookshelf. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Okay. Ashtray. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Oh, that's a lighter. I thought that was a hip flask. Oh, good. I'm glad it's not. Looking if there's anything else. Alright, I don't see anything else. Let's get back to the detention center. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Well, that's where I'm trying to go, right? Options. Nope, back. Maybe if I go back to the... Because it does give me the option to go back to our law offices. September 6th, Fay and Company Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Um, right, and you were, Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Isn't Dick like slang for detective as well? So, I don't know. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. But be right there. Ahem. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Gordeline Stricta, pal. Who was that? Okay. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing is missing is Mia. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. That's good. Bookshelf. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all these. It is giving like a big contrast between her and the other office. Let's talk to Dick. Or Gumshoe. About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? You wanna know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but it doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Awesome. 9 p.m., single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Okay, so if death was instantaneous, she couldn't have written that note in blood. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Well, why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? Yeah, about 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edwards hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright. Should I present evidence to him? What happens? Is he gonna arrest me? Alright, let's check back now. Let me try this. You know what? There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Like, her death was instantaneous. Thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. I don't know how I feel seeing everything written up like this. It makes Mia's death seem so routine. I'll just present every bit of evidence. I was wondering, did you see Maya Fey's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Let's be honest with him. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it. Like your boyfriend's. Cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest... Oh wait, this is Phoenix. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Irk, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Okay, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems like he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Check with the court record to hear the recorded conversation. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. Just one more thing. I wanted to mention to you. Don't suppose you plan on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Okay. That's this one weird girl. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May? What is with the names in this game? Okay, April May, yes. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? Haha, you're trying your loyally tricks on me now. She's not gonna go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Let's head back. Alright, let's see if I can go to that hotel. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say anything to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Alright, let's examine this room. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. law offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Oh, that's good to know. Difficult to recognize a face. flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Those are roses, Phoenix. If you don't know what roses look like... Oh, goodness. Still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Bed. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. She is... Wow, she is really flirting. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Exactly who are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've ever blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Tee-hee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Alright, this room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Humph. Oh, boy. Is there anything I need to present her with? I feel like there's something here I should present to her. Let me present her with this. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness. You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Okay. I don't think she's going to... Anything else I can examine? Anything else? What if I present... Because I can't talk to her about anything else. If I present to her my lawyery badge. Excuse me. Okay. I'm just gonna go through every bit of evidence. Present it. Present this. Did that one. Okay, nothing. Alright, let's go back to the lawyer place? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So you're the one I want to do a good voice for this guy, but my throat is killing me. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Ooh. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Ah, cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Well, wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Um... Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me even before I got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Anything else to examine? I've done everything. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However... I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. I think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Ooh, this is exciting. This is the stakes in, like, the murder mystery. This is exciting. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now, I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Alright, the painting. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. Is it worth at least 3 million? I have no intention of parting with it, of course. Oh my goodness. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's head back to the detention center. Alright. 342 Detention Center Visitor's Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? We'll see. Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. That's a lie. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Or... I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes. I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out all about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became a laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No, we can't leave her. We must defend Maya. That's what we're doing. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... no one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniff. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? Oh, wait, this is Phoenix. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside of that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Let's see if I can get... Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah, wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Gah, you came back quick. But I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corps phoned. Ooh, Mr. White. So this has got to be the guy that hates the Faye family. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corps? Where have I heard that name? Alright. White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Okay, let's examine. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What could a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to court record. Okay. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. No, wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss Tay. In court. Alright, to be continued. Yeah, let's save progress. Save the progress. Awesome. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1. Alright, let's get right into this. I'm excited. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do the judge voice again. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Alrighty, Mr. Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here, and the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. So the murder scene, the Fay and Company law offices. Okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Okay, so here we go. Testimony. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright, let's go for this. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene. Press! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gaywater Hotel, right across in the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Can I press him on this? Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Can't see a single contradiction in there. Okay. Oh wait. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Okay, I'll press him on this. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly. You said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I say that, me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicion woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss Fey isn't suspicious. I'm sure she isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright, here we go. So, after securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found the memo on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Alright, I can press him on this. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Yeah. I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, so... Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay, so cross-examination. Alright. Test results showed the blood was the victim's. Okay, now I'm gonna present this. The autopsy. There we go. Present this. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I'm gonna stick with honesty on this one. It It was the day after the murder. The prosecution points being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. He is so pretentious. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Okay, so we're gonna get Mrs. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. April May, that's what her name is. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. She's, Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. This witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like, my hotel room, tee-hee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness account. Okay, here we go. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Wow, she is very... Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the... My goodness, it's... What is with Capcom, including some, like, really... Okay. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay. Now, can I mention the wiretap? 9 at night, looked out the window. I don't want to bring out the wiretap just yet. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being... Long hair? I'm slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl, sitting in the defendant's chair. Yeah, I want to press her on this because she can't see from the window. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of a crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Question the testimony. Hold it on a minute, that testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Oh. I'm gonna go with you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, that's actually a really good point. I didn't even think about that. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed like that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. My gosh, what a... I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Alright, here we go. I did see everything, I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Wait, okay. Okay. Dodged the first attack, then ran off to the right. Okay. Okay, let's keep moving. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statuey clock. The Thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee. How does she know it's not a clock? I see. Only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Okay, hippie clothes. Okay, I'm gonna press her. Do I present the evidence or do I press her on this? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Okay, what if I present it? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you like... Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, Capcom, what the heck? You said this was just a statue of the Thinker, was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. Say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay and Company? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee. The law offices of Fay and Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. So she could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? How could she hear the clock? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty inside. That clock is missing its clockwork! How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now! Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clockwork is missing. Clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. That? That's the thing that gets to her. Well, Miss May. Oh my gosh. Tisk tisk. Huh? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Can I present this? No, I can't. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... It's a cell phone. Okay. Get back. Present the cell phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Alright, it's gonna be the clock itself. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Ooh, oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay, this is very excessive. What's it to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Oh, there goes Edgeworth's witness. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me, Grunt. Did I, lose it? I guess I did, tee-hee. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... the witness had never held the clock in her hand. What? However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I could show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Alright, it's gotta be the photo tab, or the wiretap. Have a look at this. Ooh, is it that? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, weren't you? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... it's the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called for a while? Actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Hi. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La, la, lurr. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May? Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Oh, wow. Is she gonna try to cry her way out of it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Um, but she didn't do it. Let me do why the wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Humph. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night, right? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. I think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Wait. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to just let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Right, on with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes, but that bears no relevance to the case at hand. Murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Think. This can't be the end. But I'm out of evidence. And I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. Tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi prove to be solid, then by default your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my conditions? Edgeworth, he's got me backed into a corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. He even brought tea for everyone in the courtroom. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was really involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. So I'm guessing it's got to be something around delivering it right at 8? Or right at... Let me look at the evidence. Lock, wiretap. Oh shoot. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 on the dot, the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the time requested, of course. So press on this. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely sure. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, sir, when I brought the room service... What? Oh, is this guy French? It's French for kiss, sir, but it's not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. It sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? Protest. I got protested. Wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Oh gosh, what do I ask him about? Attorney's badge, autopsy. Okay, I can't ask him the wrong thing. Check-in? I don't think that's relevant. room service or bed making. The bed was neatly made. But I'm guessing... probably room service is the most relevant thing. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Oh, yes, see? Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, well, quite indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof! Oh, wow, he got hit hard. You fool! I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor. As he has been previously revealed, April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who had the presence of the other man from this court. Oof! Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. And am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm hoping I'm at a saving point soon. Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after all that anyway? I heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. is this? Don't worry, I'll find out. I find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Alright. I think I asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Okay. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Alright, I think I'm going to continue this next week. This is a good place to stop. Yes, let's save the progress. Okay, that's saved, right? Okay, saving content. Cool, it's saved. Okay. Alright, I think I am going to title screen. Alright, awesome. Well, that was a lot of fun. I had a great time playing this. I'm going to continue next week. Same exact time. Playing this game. Let me get some music going. Alright. There we go. Awesome. Well, this is going to be where I end my stream for tonight. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to give the channel a follow. Every single follow helps. I'm trying to work my way to affiliate and just, upping that viewership really helps. Please be sure to turn on notifications so you know the moment I go live. And with that, I'm going to end the stream. If you'll... Sure will. Alright, I think I'm just going to end the stream here. Hope you have a good night, everybody. Bye.